Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just did my nails, so I'm gonna be touching things like this, and I don't know what to do with my hair. But for the rest, we're ready. We're gonna do a September roundup. I know I'm a week late, but there were other videos I wanted to put up, like the Nabla Matte collection review that went up last week. I just felt that was more interesting and more urgent, maybe, or it was just really enthusiastic about it. So, again, if you were new on my channel, my name is Alice, and today we're gonna do a roundup of my favorites, my empties, and the things I tried during the month of September, and it's condensed. Quite a lot of things into one. A lot of things happened in September. Fall started for a change, and I am extremely happy about it. I am really happy that the vampy colors are back. Autumn has my colors that I wear. I repeat it every time. But first things first, one of the first things I pulled back out in fall, even though I use it in summer as well, is Too Faced Gingerbread Man. And this was last year's Too Faced launch, and they're bringing it back this year. I know in the US it's already out. I saw Sephora Italy is putting it out middle of October, end of October. It was shown at the press day together with the gingerbread spice palette. I think I mentioned this in a video recently. I just really love this lipstick. The formula is amazing, and I'm gonna pick up its sister Gingerbread Girl as soon as it releases, as I'm going to Italy, to Milan, the weekend that these should release, hopefully. I don't know dates exactly, or like I know dates when I'm going, but I don't know when this is releasing. So we will see, but I'm hoping that it will be released then. Also, something that I mentioned in my top 5 new launches for fall that I really love is this nail polish from Essie. This is Say It Ain't Soho, and I picked it up recently. You've seen it probably in September haul or in August haul, I'm not sure, but I've used it a bunch this month, and it's just a really good pumpkin metallic orangey shade. I love it. It's from the new fall collection by Essie. Then if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen that I've been doing some a bit more crazy looks or a bit more structured looks, and that is all because I am collaborating with multiple different girls who are passionate about makeup over on Instagram, and we are doing a makeup challenge. We just finished the fall one for September, and that was under the hashtag Fall in Chaos and Fall Makeup Challenge, and it was all started by my friend Ludovica from Il Caos della Monite, and she had this idea of starting a makeup challenge, and we did for September 3 different images that called for fall, and now in October we just started the Halloween in Chaos challenge. You can see that in our Instagram accounts, and we're getting inspiration from movies, not necessarily Halloween movies, but more witch themed movies. We just did Stardust, actually. You can go see those images on Instagram, and this whole rant was because I have been loving getting back into makeup that is not just for work. I wear makeup to work every day. It's my half an hour in the morning where I can just enjoy myself and do what I like to do, and that is one type of makeup, which is not per se monochromatic or neutral, because this is how I was at work all day. But it's more that now I can do a bit more crazy looks. I wear false lashes again, and overall it's kind of challenges me to do a little bit more than what I do on a daily basis, which is always kind of the same makeup. We spoke about lashes, and I haven't been wearing lashes all summer. Of course, I wore lashes at my wedding, and I think one more time when we went out, and that's about it, because I don't know, it's not a daily thing for me, but I've been loving wearing lashes. I have a few favorites that I've worn in recent videos, as well as in the Instagram looks. My autumn favorite is the House of Lashes Wispy Meanies. These are the ones I wore also at my wedding, and I had gotten backups when I moved away from the US. These are the perfect length for my hooded eyes. They're not too long. If you've seen my last Instagram challenge post, I had the iconic minis from, or the light from House of Lashes, and they touch my eyebrows. So normal lashes are way too big for me, but these are perfect and wispy and gorgeous and very lightweight. Then I was sent by Esqido a few months ago 2 lashes that are also tailored towards my eye shape. I had mentioned that from their website you can actually give them your eye shape, answering a questionnaire, and they will give you a recommendation for what lashes to pick. And I used these Radiance lashes. They are very pretty. They are a little bit thicker band, but they're a little bit longer than the House of Lashes ones. I'm trying to show them, but the light is reflecting off of it. They're very pretty. I have been liking Esqido lashes very much, and the ones that really have blown my mind are these ones. These are Peace and Love, and these are synthetic fibers, and they're so soft. Like nothing to do with the wispy or Ardell. These are so soft, gorgeous, really pretty. These are a bit more dense, so you see them a little bit more, but they also, I mean, that's also the whole point. You see them a little bit more. Then I always used my House of Lashes glue, and I was out of the mini one you'll see in my empties, and I tried the Esqido Lash Companion, and it's their lash glue. And it's pretty much a dupe. They work very similarly. This is a much bigger tube though, I think. This is 5.5, no, it's the Esqido one is 5.5 mil, the House of Lashes is a 4 mil tube. But I have been really liking it. It's absolutely budge proof, it doesn't move. It is just as hard to remove as the House of Lashes one. And to be honest, I rather have a hard to remove lash glue than a lash that comes off during the day. So that's okay. But I wanted to mention this. I've been using it a lot and liking it, as well as they're just wearing false lashes again. Then 2 recent favorites that I bought in September. So I can't really call them favorites, but I will, because I know the formulas and I love them. These are the Nabla Matte eyeshadows. I just posted my review on them, and I have been using them a lot, and I have been really impressed by the black. The black is my favorite. It's so good, and I love coconut milk. I've been using coconut milk every single day to set my eye primer. Loved it, love it, love it, love it. I have them on my desk and I use them all the time. I love the little palette they come into, but I find these 12 pan palette good for travel, but not for my daily use of eyeshadows. I prefer to have more, and so I'm gonna pop them out and sort them again in my system of like warm tones and cool tones into big Z palettes, so that I have one that I use on a daily, and like a few shades that don't use almost ever. I will just put them away in my makeup collection. And then the other new buy that I've been loving is this one here. I made this look today with it. I was going to reach for Kat Von D's 10-year anniversary palette, because that's my go-to for some beautiful yellow shimmer and just yellow based eye. But then I remember, well, let me check 1 second. And so today I used this bright yellow on my lid and inner corner, and then I have this in the crease, and then this shade here in the outer V, which is so gorgeous. I love it. And then the yellow, of course, also in the crease. I've been loving this. What I haven't been able to use yet is the green with the purples. That I'm still waiting on. I have used these shades, and I'm waiting to use this one in an eye look. So I haven't used all of the shades in here, but I have swatched all of the shades, and the quality is just up to par with every other Colourpop palette, and you can't really beat the price of these. And that was my favorite. To mention the things that I've tried, you've seen in my haul, I mentioned also the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and there's a review up on the channel, as well as swatches and dupes on my blog for it, and I already sold it. I passed it along to someone else who wanted it for a discounted price, and I just didn't get along. It's not a bad palette, but it's not my favorite, and for the size of it and the size of my makeup collection, I don't think I need a palette like that, as well as the colors that were, the pops of color that were in there were not really that great in formulation. I think I'm just gonna give up on Urban Decay palettes and eyeshadows in general. I just can't seem to get along with them. I don't know. Please tell me if there is something I'm doing wrong. I know a lot of people love that palette and a lot of people like it way more than the Naked palettes, but I just don't get along. It's just not good enough for me, I think. Then an update on the Colourpop foundation, because I did a review and I really liked it this summer. And I gave this one a try a few more times because I finished my daily base that I was using, and I wanted to try this and see if this was the next one that I was gonna put in my project pan. But this is so yellow now that it really doesn't look good on me. It's yellow and it's light and it just doesn't look good, and it settles in my pores nowadays. I think my skin is a bit weird in the sense that it's drier in the summer and oilier in the winter, and I think that comes also from being inside in heating all the time. Then my skin dries out and then it produces more oil. Let's say it's more balanced in the summer, and I think that worked better for this foundation, and now it doesn't last me very long. It stays in place, but it melts a little, so I get really shiny, and it kind of settles in my pores. So I think, yeah, I wanted to update you on this since I did a review that I really liked it, or that it was a good foundation, a good option. This is now a no-go for me. My color and my skin are now not liking it, unfortunately. And those were a little bit the updates on the things I've tried this month. More will come in my makeup drawer, which I'm filming after this, because there's a few things that probably would be nice to talk about. And now let's move into my empties. I don't know what to do with my hair. I have my Sephora bag that I use for my empties. And first I wanted to show you what I used to color my hair, because I did it again recently and I've got questions about it. I use the L'Oreal Majirouge, sorry, front of the box is here. The number is 5.46, and I use it with their developer that I have in my cupboard. And yeah, I use one full tube and I do my roots. And since I did my balayage in May for the wedding, I also bought two Dia Lights from L'Oreal. These are demi-permanent tone-on-tone hair colors. One is the clear one and I use it to dilute, and the other one is in 6.64. So they're both coppery reds. The level 5 is the one I use on my roots, and the level 6, which is lighter, I use on my ends. And the difference is not huge, but since I have a balayage, I'm trying not to cover it, the lightened parts of my hair, with a dark hair color. So to keep a little bit of the movement. You don't see it too much on the top because I also was in the sun, but you can really see the difference in the bottom. I have darker strands. So yeah, these I've finished. I think now going into winter, I will just keep doing my whole head with this one and going back to a little bit of a darker color. I also want to go cut my hair because now it's like, you can't see it, but it's like super duper long, and explosions. And I want to do something with it. I just don't like how it sits now. Actually, let me put it up. There, maybe a little bit better. This is how I spend most of my life, with my hair like this. Then I finally finished the Clean Matte BB Cream from CoverGirl. This was in my project pan all year, and it took me until now to finish it. Finally. And now I'm even sad because I actually really liked it. It works really well with my skin, but it's finished. Also from my project pan and finally finished is the Colourpop concealer. You probably cannot see it in the camera, but this is empty. I took the stopper out and was dipping in with a brush, and I don't care to pick up more than what I can now, because it's also a little bit stiffer and dried out, so it's time for it to go. I'm happy I finished it. It doesn't contribute a lot to my finish 1,000 euros by the end of 2018, because these are both low cost products, but you can always be proud of finishing something like that. Then I have a package of my makeup removing wipes. I use these for swatches and for when I do these a little bit more crazy makeup for the challenges, because there's a lot of makeup on my face and really weird colors, and I don't want to only use my oil and makeup remover microfiber cloths, so I use makeup remover wipes. These are from our local supermarket, because the off ones now that I used in America, they're too difficult to get here, so I don't. Then I finished the Hylamide Pore Flush. This is a toner. It has a spritz. I washed it out because I like these spritzes to put in my toner, so I'm actually gonna put my hydrating toner now in here, and it was okay. Nothing special. I would not repurchase it. I got it in for Black Friday last year in a set by Deciem, and there was this plus the pore control, which I finished a while ago, and there is still the matte finishing cream that is kind of a primer type of thing, but I don't use that very much, so we'll see if I ever finish that one. But this one is done. Nothing special. I would not go and repurchase it. Then I finished one of the bottles of my Body Shop Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil. I love this. I use this to remove my makeup every single day. 2 pumps in my hand, wash, put it all over my face, on my dry face with dry hands, and then I take a microfiber washcloth in warm water and remove my makeup, and then I go to cleanse. The only thing about this is that it leaks from up here, so the packaging is terrible, and I have oil everywhere. More skincare. I finished the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask Deluxe sample that I got in my Yes Style haul a while back. This was nice. I used to wear it like when I'm lazy and I don't want to do my whole skincare routine, then I will use a mask, as an overnight mask, as a solution. So this one was nice for the days when, for example, I was out in the sun a lot and I felt my skin was really dry or burnt from the sun, or I just needed a little bit of hydration. This was nice. It was very jelly and light. I don't think I would repurchase. I am actually curious to try the Body Shop Bouncy Mask, overnight mask. Sheet mask. This is the lychee sheet mask from Sephora. This is the ultra moisturizing and brightening. I bought this in August when I was at my parents' at the beach in Italy, and I thought it would be nice to have a sheet mask, a hydrating sheet mask for after sun. The after sun one from Sephora was sold out really quickly at the beginning of summer, so I didn't bother trying to hunt it down, and I used it once in Italy. You might have seen the photo coming by on my Instagram stories when my mom and I shared a face mask evening. My dad was so freaked out, it was not even funny, or like, it actually was really, really funny, but anyways. And then I brought it home and I used it once more, because these I find have so much serum that you can use twice. Then I finished the Ordinary Argireline Solution 10%. This is targeted to fine lines and prevents them from becoming deeper lines and wrinkles, and it's a very liquidy solution. I would tap it in like with the 7 Skin method, but I would do a hydrating toner and then this, and then layer as much as I needed, or I felt I needed. This is nice. I don't know that it does much, because I have these expression wrinkles here, and I don't think they're going away at all, but it was nice to feel on the skin. For now, I will not repurchase. Then hair product. This is the Joico K-Pack Color Therapy Luster Lock Multi-Perfector Daily Shine and Protect Spray. I mentioned this in my summer hair routine, and it was nice. I like the idea that it had UV protecting for my hair color for the summer, and it was the perfect size to use all summer. I won this in a giveaway actually, and yeah, it was nice. It was a double face shaking it, and this is the mini size. I think it's like €7. You can totally pick it up and do a season, summer season with it, and I think it's nice to have some UV blocking and color protecting properties to it. I liked this one. And then we can go to more makeup actually, I found at the bottom. You've seen this and I talked about chucking it in my last makeup drawer. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof. The regular version is my holy grail. This smudges under the eyes in a ridiculous manner and I hate it. I hate it. Then I am chucking the Real Techniques sponge. This is an old one. It started to have spots and not being able to clean it all out and get all of the gunk out, and I didn't want to risk it. If I can't get it out, then it means it keeps being dirty, so I'm throwing this one, I'm calling this one finished. I've used it for months, and I don't use sponges every day, but I think this I've had for 6 months without changing it, so I think it's time. And then finally, as I mentioned, the little mini of the House of Lashes lash glue. There's very little on the bottom and it's all dried out, so this is unusable anymore. But I really like it, and you've seen I have my full size. And this brings my total up to the end of September to €740 of products used in 2018. Woohoo! We are 3/4 of the way through the year, and I finished 3/4 of the way to €1,000. So I'm actually really happy. I have quite a bit of stuff that is finishing up, both in my skincare, mostly as usual, some makeup bits as well, even though I have pieces that are in my project pan forever, like my eye primer. It's never gonna finish. My brow gel, never gonna finish. I don't know. These things are infinite. And I'm introducing a few new products, starting a new project pan. I think I am going to do a separate video for that in October, and then try to push towards the end of the year to finish all of these products. We will see. I think it'll take forever. But it's products I use on a daily basis, and I think it's good to not get distracted with other things. And that was it for my September roundup and a little bit of intentions for October. There is still a lot of makeup, and I buy more than I finish, but that's just life and I like it as is. I hope you enjoyed this video, even if I think it's gonna be a very long one, and if you stuck to the back of it, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing if you like the content and giving it a thumbs up or leaving a comment down below, because it really helps my channel. I am putting a lot of effort into it and the growth is minimal because #algorithms. I don't really mind, but if you feel like sharing a video or leaving a comment, that is always welcome. I find that the older I get, the least I care about numbers, but I will always just keep sharing for the joy of sharing. I missed it so much when I couldn't do it while we were renovating the house or I was living with my in-laws, so I'm just so happy to be able to now put up 2 to 3 videos a week and share all the stuff I love. Thank you again for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!